Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here to the Monday Night Raw talk. We get a little bit of a vacuum going on in the background across the street in a garage. But pretty good edition of Monday Night Raw, building up Clash in Paris. We had an Extreme Rules match because we were live from Philadelphia. Why not have an Extreme Rules match? The whole thing was all set up by Paul Heyman at the beginning of Raw, coming out and I don't know, just ran down the roster of Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer. Made reference to Tommy Dreamer being dead. I want to mention this very early in the Raw review because I honestly want an answer because I don't know it. Are Paul Heyman and Tommy Dreamer in 2025 on good terms? I remember the story of Tommy Dreamer thinking that he wanted to jump the rail and shoot Paul Heyman in the head at WrestleMania 17 because he was so mad over ECW being closed down. That was a long time ago. That was 2001? Is that when that was? 2000, somewhere in there? You get it back on the tracks, man. Let's go. Basically we were setting up Clash in Paris, Fatal 4-Way. CM Punk going around the back, trying to get everybody on the same page. Honestly, by him going up to LA Knight, by him going up to Jey Uso, saying that they all have to work together in the match against Rollins. I think it angered both of them, thinking that Punk wanted them to help him. LA Knight is saying that he deserves this because he's had 2 championship shots, and both of those matches were interfered with by CM Punk, and it was his chance to win the title, and he wants to win the title of the Clash in Paris. Jey Uso was saying that he deserves to be in this match because he's a former World Heavyweight Champion who beat Gunther at WrestleMania 41, and he needs to be looked at as he's a main eventer. It really went sideways in that talk, but they got it back on the same page. It seems like CM Punk has no friends as of right now, but I think by the end they kind of cleaned it up because main event we had Bronson Reed come down. I think we were all waiting for Roman Reigns to make his presence felt in the main event, and we had Bronson Reed come down, who was interfered with by LA Knight. Once that happened, Rollins came running down. With Rollins in there, CM Punk came down. At one point, Rollins threw Punk into the ropes, which knocked LA Knight out through a table, and then CM Punk ran off Rollins, which still left Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker in the match. Pretty scary bump very early in the match. Very, very early in the match. Bron Breakker got dumped out of the ring, and he actually landed like shin leg first down on a shopping cart loaded with extreme ECW style weapons, trash cans, kendo sticks, wet floor signs, basically everything that used to be in a hardcore match back in the days with Crash Holly. And that's definitely going to be a bruise tomorrow. They definitely stopped the match for a good minute for Braun to get the feeling back into his legs, to where they could get it going, because they needed a good pace. Match didn't have the best pace, honestly, to tell you. But in the end, we had Roman come down, hit a big spear on Bron Breakker, hit the big Superman punch on Bronson Reed, threw Bron Breakker back into the ring for Jey Uso to get a pin to finish Raw. I know I've been very, very upset the last 2 weeks. Have had no finishes. This match honestly should have had no finish. At one point, there was like 5 guys in the ring, and the referee let it go because it was an Extreme Rules match. But bullshit finish, guys. Bullshit finish. But at least we got to hear the bell. Roman was out there. It's going to leave those people in Philadelphia feeling pretty good. It was fun, but it wasn't spectacular. Biggest news of the night is Naomi relinquishing the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. She's going to be pregnant with her first child. Should be a new podcast with Stephanie McMahon coming out announcing it, I'm guessing, tomorrow. From there, earlier in the night, we had Io Sky having a match against Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. Once Io got the win, Roxanne came in, jumped Io. Then we had Rhea Ripley come running down out of the back. At that point, you had Rhea in the ring. You have Io in the ring. If something's going down with the World Heavyweight Championship, they're going to be pretty much the figureheads of what's going on. Stephanie Figueroa needs to be in the conversation because she won the Battle Royal. Supposed to be in the championship match at Clash in Paris. So I don't know if it's going to be like a tournament, a fatal 4-way, a 3-way. But that's the point when I thought Naomi would have came out, but they saved her all the way until the top of the second hour, and she came out there and did her thing. We had the Judgment Day getting a win over the AAA team of Dragon Lee and Mr. Iguana. No presence of the Finn Balor puppet, but you can buy one of those for $100 on the Shop Zone. It's always fun to call it that. I haven't called it that in a long time. Other than that, I mean, Becky Lynch, she beat up Natalya, made her tap out, then she basically grabbed Maxine, tapped her out. At that point, Nikki Bella came running down. Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch is the next feud, and then Bayley looks like she's turning heel. Going back to Natalya, in Bloodsport, badass chick. AAA just had her in a match, very hyped up. Had her in a match there, kicks everybody's ass. Pretty much, plays a UFC fighter. Just a real stiff, girl, and we just get Natalya on Raw. Makes no sense why you're running ads, telling everybody how Triple Mania was such a huge success. If it was such a huge success, why is Omos not on Raw? Why was Otis not with Maxine and Natalya? Why only have Tozawa out there? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Just everything has to be together. Everything has to make sense, or it doesn't make any sense at all. Other than that, I don't really know a lot about what else was on Raw that seemed to care about. It wasn't a great show. It was a good show. We're building up to Clash in Paris. Everything should change next month. So many rumors about this. The All Out competition show. Is it going to be on Peacock? Now there's talk about it being actually on ESPN as a part of the ESPN deal, even though it doesn't start. But they need something to kick off this app, which debuts in August, which might get people to sign up faster, even though this is going to be the first and only WWE show until WrestleMania 42. But, I mean, hell, if it's free, it's free. We can all sign up. It's going to help their numbers. Disney could be able to say, like, hey, 1 million people signed up for this DLC deal. If you don't have cable, is it worth $30 to watch? We're definitely going to get Punk and Rollins. That's heavily rumored. We're definitely going to get Cena and what's our other guy's name? We're going to get Cena and Brock. A lot of talk about a Hell in a Cell. Some people say it's going to be the Punk match. Some people say it's going to be the Brock match. So, I mean, you going to pay $30 for that show, or you gotta, get the AEW show, which is probably gonna cost you $50 to $60. I really, off the top of my head, don't even know how to order an AEW pay-per-view if I needed to. So I don't know. Oh, there's Arlo, my cat. Meow. What's up, bud? Haven't seen you. But that was Raw. We're gonna go in. Let's have a good night and see everybody down the road. Peace out.